Ooh, shit. Don't fall. Gorgeous. Oh my God, so perfect. Gorgeous. Love it. Ooh, shit. I might have to take the ring off for this. Dang it. Happy Friday, you roughnecks. Almost. Is this even showing? No, of course it's fucking not. Oh my God, so frustrating. That is what it is. Yeah, that's excellent lighting on my part. There we go. This left-handed shit. Harder than it looks. Get back over here. Kukri blade. Man, that's disrespectful. I gotta get a cloth real quick and wipe the smudge that I see. Oh, my dumbass has, I have the cloth wrapped in my knives. My bad. Yeah, it's very mysterious, I know. There we go, my sweets. Better, better. I apologize about the angle. I know it's not flattering, but at least you get to see me flipping better. Ooh, I'm stabbing myself. I gotta take this ring off. Can't flip it that shit. I can't do it. some knives I have like the most confidence in. That's my knife blade from LDY. Whew. Mind you, this lighting and angle does not help because it's just right in my face. And the craziest part about this knife is how cheap it is. It's under $30. And it's a not Black Balisong, what am I saying? An Atropos. A really nice version of this knife that was, I believe it was titanium, stainless steel, and something else. But Atropos had a lot of good knives. They're just no longer a thing, I guess. Which is kind of wild to me. Ooh, sorry, friends. But yeah, they were a pretty big company. I had a knife called the Angel that got lost in shipping. I think that's the only Atropos that I've ever owned, and it was just a double-sided, like, Spartan-style sword kind of thing. Yeah, you get lucky. There we go. See, I got it. I got it. I got it. It's not a problem. Oh, I'm also not sure who gave my daughter this little butterfly or fairy thing. I'll see if you guys can actually get a look at it. It is right now. It's a little fairy thing. Let's see if I could actually. Yeah. And what it is, it's got rose gold and real gold in it. My daughter gave it to me, and I'm like, where did you get this? And I think one of her grandma's or something. Super small. It's like that big. But I put it on my necklace, which I wear every day. I just saw another TOA, which is the brand Sovereign Class. They have another one of these on onebalisong.com. They tend to sell a lot of clones there, but I've never seen another TOA knife that wasn't plastic looking like the one that they did. I forgot what it's called. There's a red one and a blue one. They sell it on I think Pancetta, as well as Shop Sewet or Sister Sewet. Ooh, dirty. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? Oh, I was supposed to do something, my bad. Oh shit, I also have my earbud in. Very rude of me. Turn it. There we go. Back in business, yeah. What's up, what's up? Angel, who else we got in here? Graham, what's up? How's it going? If you guys aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like. It's the least you can do if I get cut, you know? It's the least you can do for the guy. Ugh. Went for a bike ride earlier today. Really freaking hot out. Just super humid here in Illinois. It's probably humid everywhere, to be honest with you. Yeah, I am house sitting for my parents right now since they are visiting my my aunt who lives in Wisconsin. It was nasty, real sloppy but nasty. I've been trying to like get really good at that. every freaking time. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, you guys like and subscribe. That's literally all you have to do to enter giveaways. I have this knife that I plan to give away. Let me get to the other one. Why don't I just go through all the knives with you that I have, except one because I don't remember exactly where I put it, but it is a one of one by blackbalisong.com. Giveaway knives. I'm going to be doing some Valley boots. I'm going to be giving away this case by LDY.com. Where should we start? There's so many. There's 18. We'll go with the craziest, one of my favorites first. Well, here, first and foremost, the knife that I've been flipping is the TOA Hades. It is number one. There's only 200 of these. Yeah, 200. This is 103 out of 200. I apologize if you guys can't see it. Actually, it's not bad right there. Great knife. Titanium handles, brass inlays. Really, really nice knife. When I first got it, it felt really heavy. I did sand the tip because it was very much like pointy and hooked, and I was just stabbing myself so much. So, but it is a fantastic knife. The one that I was in love with before I got this one was my Tsunami. It was a clone. It had a Damascus blade with the toxic burn anodization on the handles. Beautiful knife. What sucked though is I think it was just really, really shitty handles that they anodized that weren't titanium, because I ended up paying, when you're getting knives like that though, especially if it's a clone, you're paying for the blade. And if you're lucky to get some dyed handles, you're good. This was legitimately anodized though. Is that a sap blade? What is that? This is a butterfly knife, friend. Anyways, this is the other one that I have. This is from blackbalisong.com. This is a Zolo blade, Damascus steel. Let me see if I can get it on there. Yeah. I've had to sand it though, because it was getting a few little rust spots. But Reaper handles, Damascus steel Zolo blade. Just, oh, that ring. It's just such a pretty knife. I've also been thinking about giving away my big ass, it's not a Pelican case. It's for a lot of knives. I used to have like close to 90 knives. And the case held all of them, and I still have room for a few, I think. I still have it downstairs. It's actually got knives and other stuff in it, but it's massive. And I've considered giving that away because I want to get myself a new one soon. Not that there's anything wrong with that one, except for the simple fact that it comes with certain inserts for certain size knives, and some of them I no longer have. Just because they tend to crumble, they're very thinly cut. No shade to the company by any means, but I'm just saying what facts are. But yeah. Anybody got anything fun planned for this weekend? Or you guys do anything fun throughout the week? Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I've had this collection now for a little bit. The first knife that I ever got actually was a Grail, and it still is in my opinion. French fry handles, come on, goated. Crinkle cut French fry handles. It is called the Flytanium Tater Song by Flytanium.com. I don't know exactly what the handles are made out of. I know there is some zinc alloy in there. I can tell just by the sound of it. I'd guess it's probably a mixture of aluminum, steel, who knows, maybe even some fairy dust, because these are special knives. They only made 500 of these, and this is number 299. On both of my awesome limited edition knives, my TOA Hades and my Flytanium Tater Song, so close to having cool, like, final numbers. This is 103, this is 299. 300 and 100 would have been sick to have. Just saying. This thing is super sharp. It's got a steak knife blade, which the unboxing experience was incredible. If you guys are subscribed, like the video as well, but go and check out the unboxing video for this because it was the best unboxing I've ever had. And I've had birthdays and Christmases as kids, and that was pretty exciting. Came with a toy too. You can't beat that as a grown man kid like me. Another Flytanium favorite is the Talisong Z. This is on bushings with bearings. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, bushings are small little flat rings that go in between the blade and the handles. And these ones, just like on the Tatersong, have little bearings, little ball bearings in there. So it just helps it have a smoother glide. Some people love it, some people don't. I think in the variations and layouts and formats of these two knives, I think they crushed it. I think they did a phenomenal job. This one sounds incredible. I love them because they both sound amazing. And the handles are very unique, but they're comfortable. You know, they're showstopper lookers. This one has a little mushroom on the, try and get that for y'all. There you go. Little mushroom, little tiny mushroom. And then I think I have Maz Tech etched in there. And then on this side, you have the Dead Fly logo, which I also have tattooed. That's how you know you like a company, when you're tattooing that stuff, you know. But yeah, I don't really got too much planned this weekend. Did a little bit of gardening today, which was nice. Digging holes, getting sweaty. And oh, this is my Alpha Beast. It is a clone, but I've also modified it in a way where the blade used to look like a spear tip, and I gave it that pirate hook kind of look, you know, which I think turned out all right. Could have looked a lot worse. Let's call a spade here, you know. But it's a cute knife. I have a daughter named Nova, and she's a fan of this knife for obvious reasons, just because it's cute. Chicks love it, dude. Aluminum handles. Again, it is a clone. They have different variations with tang pins, which are the little pins in here instead of the pins in the handles, which I prefer, which I think gives you the best noise from these. This is the Zolo, which has like a Aztec death blade on there. It's essentially flipping razor wire. When I do get cut, because it does happen, it's not fun. So if you see me bail out, it's not because I don't want you guys to see me bleed, it's just that sometimes I don't like it, you know? And the carpet that I'm on is less than 2 years old. My parents would have freaked. The reason I think that it's possible is because the way I have this set up right now, pretty ghetto, low-key gangster. I got my little light behind the camera, and I'm sitting on a chair because my normal setup is unable to be used right now. Dang it! But yeah, this is a Black Balisong, blackbalisong.com, a Zolo blade on Reaper handles. These are very, very nice Reaper handles. Comfortable, super comfortable and grippy. It's just a very fun knife, dude. It really is. Like, this is a knife that I would say price point wise, it's just a really, really good. This I got for free. That's why I'm saying that. But I bought my one of one as well as my other Zolo with different handles. And this Rebola, my one of one is just another variation of the Rebola. It's just got crazy anodization on the handles. This is the Rebola, also by Black Balisong. Their unique design, because out of all the Balisongs, they have a little notch taken out on the corners of their knives. Only on one side, though. Small little thing you can notice, but it's the little subtle things that I appreciate as an OCD freak. You know, this knife is pretty freaking sharp. I like it. It reminds me a lot of the knife and blade from Final Fantasy, the Buster Sword. It's just, just a great knife, dude. It really is. It's a knee slapping good time. This knife is, buddy. Sounds really good. Why is that a big deal to people that flip Balisongs? I don't know, but it is. It's aesthetically pleasing to me, and I like those kinds of things. G10 scales on the handles here, meaning you can swap these out. You could 3D print your own with the right kind of, you know, information and obviously 3D printer. But great knife. This thing is priced at $250. Again, you can get one of these from blackbalisong.com. They're great knives. They really are. This is something that I've never really had to... I lied. One of these screws came out, but this is also being shipped from Mexico all the way. So, and it's one dude doing everything, so... And he's a great dude. Solid guy. I've had personal conversations, and that's the beauty of when you're purchasing from somebody from, again, Black Balisong's website, phenomenal looking. But here's the thing, you would never know there's one person doing everything. From making the knives to the computer work, you know? It's just impressive. It really is. And Hector's a slamming ass sweet dude. He gave me this knife free because I bought his Del Muerte. I believe that's what it is. And it is a great knife. Again, it's just a Rebola. Instead of the blade hooking this way, it curves down a little bit. It looks sick. It's a beautiful knife. It's a piece of artwork that I appreciate and I love. And yeah, it's like $1,000 knife basically. And sorry, I just kind of teased to flip this knife without even showing you guys what was going on. This is a Fellowship Blades Medusa clone. It's got beautiful handles. Oh my God, is it gorgeous. Titanium handles. Very light. It's a lot lighter than I thought. It flips really well. It's got a very good handle to blade ratio as far as weight goes. It's very sharp though. I've cut myself live. I think it was like 2 or 3 lives ago. So if you want to see me cut the hell out of my thumb, pretty bad to where I'm just leaking, go check that out, friend. You know, maybe hit the like button because I bleed for y'all. And YouTube doesn't pay me a dime. If anything, I lose money because I give you guys knives and giveaways. And these knives aren't cheap. I don't have a single knife that's under $100 currently. And I'm going through all the knives with you. I'll here, 500. But keep in mind, there's only 200 of these that exist. This is 103. That being said, not too bad as far as the price point goes. If there's a one of one, you could put whatever the fuck price you want on it, technically, because it's the only one that exists, you know? Is that good logic? No. But if you are a G and a god at your craft, you might be able to swing it. So that was my TOA Hades, Sovereign class. They don't make a ton of these that I'm aware of. Well, I mean, I'm saying as far as TOA knives, but 500. This right here is a Gaboon by Fellowship Blades. This is an authentic with a Tempest Fade anodization on there. Really sick knife. Magna Cut steel. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's got mill marks all up and down this. I love that look. Yeah, Magna Cut steel. This is number 150. Very light, very thin. Sounds crazy, but it sounds good. I'm just gonna start calling that noise the frog fuck because that's what it reminds me of every time I hear it. Great knife though. I believe this was priced at $375 or $4 something. So right there, you're at 1,000, just under 1,000 basically. So that's 2 knives. This is a HOM Basilisk. It's the only knife that I have that has tang pins currently that I'm aware of. If there is one with tang pins and it's not telling me about it, we're gonna have fucking problems. I like this knife a lot. It's got a kukri blade. It's just a really pretty blue color. I don't know, it's very light for what it is. Every time I see a kukri blade on a knife, I'm like, ooh, how exotic. Even though it might be a shitty blade. This thing's actually very sharp, though. It is a clone. I'm trying to think of what the real basilisks go for. Well, it doesn't matter. I own this one and it's a clone. Not being honest with you guys. Even clones can be expensive, dude. 150 bucks. Technically, it was 160. Yeah. Great knife, though. It really is. Most of the knives you guys see me... Oh, you know what? I'm going to show you guys this, too. This was a groomsman gift from my sister's husband to me. And it is a engraved Buck 110 with my government on there. And that was freehanded from an artist, an independent artist. And she did a great job. Yes, it was a she. It also has the date. Probably won't show up that great, honestly. Oh, because I'm stupid. I'll just read it to you, but it's there, trust me. Just fine. It is 10/16/15. Damn, I'm old. I'm 35. That's the blade. Used to be a little bit thicker out here, but I've gotten a lot of use out of this, and I've also taken it to a belt sander in my younger years. Yeah, it's been rehabbed quite a bit, but because brass oxidizes. So one thing that I do sometimes, if you're trying to be cheap and you don't mind the stink, you can take ketchup because it's got vinegar in it, and you can rub it on copper, and it'll take off that greenish bluish oxidation. Some people like that look. I think it's rust. Some knives need to be treated certainly a certain way so that way that doesn't happen. Because again, my Zolo is Damascus steel, which means it's going to be more prone to rust, depending on how it's finished, or, you know, it's just a process to make stuff when you're stacking different steels and materials, so, and I'm not a blacksmith by any means, so I'm not going to get into that shit, but, okay, so we got, this was, yeah, whatever, doesn't matter now. This was the clone. I don't think I said what I paid for this, but this was, I believe this was 100 something, and I got this one, like, this design was popping and people were putting it on everything. Nah, only the Alpha Beast. This guy right here, $310, I believe, $310. It is a phenomenal knife, dude. Like, I'm very confident when I flip this, and it's just super comfortable in my hand. $500, or it was for something. But I think, like, with shipping, it was pretty damn close. So, just give it to me, whatever. This was, again, 150 something for my Medusa. Also has the mill lines. When I say mill lines, that's what I'm talking about. If you guys can see that on the blade, the individual streaks that go all the way down, I think it's a very, very sleek look. Gives it layers. You know what I'm saying, daddy-os? And mommy-os. Ooh, that almost just got me in the fingy. Yoinks. Great knife, though. Medusa by Fellowship Blades. Well, not, that's a clone. That's, I forgot the company already. Bally Plus. This was free, but a Zolo, I think, retails for around, like, $400. I could be wrong, though. If you guys are a current owner of a Zolo of any sort, let me know, because this is coming up on, like, almost 4 years old, this knife. And I really want to get it oxidized. Or not oxidized, anodized, sorry. Just meaning I'm getting the handles. I'd love to get them, like, colored. You know what I'm saying? And you guys do that through an electric process. This, I think, was a $100 clone. Under 30, I think it was like 24 bucks. And it's a great little knife, dude. Great little knife. So... And I'm not done. I still have more knives. Oh, and this. This is 250, I believe. 200 maybe, but I believe it's 250. Shit, he could get 3 for it if he really wanted. Ooh, what else we got here? Oh, the Grail box. I love that it all just toppled onto the phone. That was fucking magical. Magical, I tell you. Just because I say Grail box does not mean these are all very expensive knives or anything like that, so. Hold on, friends. Thought there was another runaway knife somewhere. But it would appear I am not right in assuming so. Huh. Go figure, Flyman. Oh, it's because it's still in here. This is one of the giveaway knives. This is a, sorry, I have a back of the calf itch. And I have not been reading the chat, oh my god. With your new venture and keep, yes, all that. What am I selling? For one, this guy. What else? I don't remember which one it was. I feel like I'm missing 2 knives. Maybe I'm just losing my shit. Who knows there? Who knows? Alpha Beast clone, also Tang pins, sandwich, grape flip. I hate Tang pins though, man. I'm just like racist towards them for like literally no reason. I just think that because that's how most I would say like more early ballad songs look. To me, it's like a ick kind of thing. I want the new school. I want the hip. I want to be cool like the kids is. But it's almost like uniquely awesome in that same exact way, like double-edged sword style, no pun intended. But the fact that it is something that's older, vintage, is what makes it cool and comebacky. And I will say this much, when executed properly, those knives are great. I have flipped them. I'm trying to think of another one that's really good. He's a really high-end knife maker, and all of his are Tang pins for the most part. I think he has some that are, I would have to go online and look, but I don't know off the top of my head what the guy's name is. But he's like very well known. It's like Chris or Kevin or something like that. I do know a lot about knives, yeah. I'm 35 and this channel's only 5 years old, but as a man, boy, inner child, when you're young, weapons and swords are like, you know, what you want to get into. Why? We don't know. Is it instinctual? Is it ancestral? No idea. It might be though, because we're in a civilized world. Even though there's death and chaos and violence, this is civilized compared to what other past worlds of us looked like, I guess. You know, barbarians and stuff like that, and I'm just talking out of my ass for the most part, especially about this kind of stuff, because half the stuff we've been told is real might not be real based on stuff that they're finding out, and that's why there's a lot of weird shit going on in the internet and news in general. Um, sorry, Juan, I totally got spaced again. The Alpha Beast is one of them, and I don't remember which one I wanted to get rid of, or I was willing to part with, so to speak. The Aquatic I would, which is ballsy on my part because I'm pretty sure they don't make those anymore. What else, dude? The Mako I would as well. I guess. Let me get back to you on that because I have other knives that I just don't know where they're at currently, and I'm pretty sure the other one is one of those. But definitely this guy. The Basilisk, I guess I'd let go as well. But the this one's the main one. And then, like I said, there might be one more or another one as well. But again, I'd have to go through all my stuff, which I have to do this weekend anyway, so. Yes, dude, I owned a Kershaw Lucha that I gave to my buddy Timmy, who is now deceased. He is with Jesus now. He was an addict, and he died last year, and he's my best friend for 25 plus years. I'm 35, so from a young ass age. My mom started babysitting him. We went to school together, and from that moment on, he was stuck with me. And at first, I don't even think he liked me, but we hung out so much because my mom babysat him that I was lucky enough to be his best friend. Um, but it's a great knife. The one that I had was a, and even that blade, like I toned it down a little bit, kind of speared it up. I don't know why I do stuff like that. That's why it's Bally Custom. But it's a great knife. It's probably one of my top 10 favorite knives as far as balisongs go. Um, and that's just because the balance on those things are really good. There's another one called like the Bonanza that I've tried. I don't like the trainer version at all. I think it looks like a tacky Nabales Canyon kind of. It even looks like it sounds just ewy. But Kershaw makes great knives, whether it's a Balisong. Um, what's a Necron? I don't think that's a Kershaw. That's a. It's gonna piss me off, but I can't think of it right now. And if you guys aren't subscribed, please do so. It helps the channel. It helps YouTube know that I'm here doing something, supporting the community, just like you guys do for me. Bringing awareness about balisongs, how it's a fun activity, because not every knife you get has to be dangerous. Again, do I even have any? No, kinda. We'll count. We'll count this. This guy is the LDY Frank. And LDY doesn't pay me to talk about them, especially talk good about them, but they are a great company. I got this showstopper from LDY.com. $150 knife. It is an authentic. It is amazing. Came with one of these cool little cases too. I believe it was this one. And you just get a random colored case. Unless you ask prior, I guess, but I don't know how. Ew. This is a sharp knife, meaning you can cut yourself here for sure. It's not wicked sharp. You can dull it yourself a little bit if you want. But up here, completely round. It's called crowned, and that's what this is as well. The reason for that is because when you do chaplains, you don't want to cut your finger and give yourself the ring of doom. Yeah, because that'll turn into a brown star cluster. And once you're at the brown star cluster state, you're just going downhill, brother. And this is just a fun knife. It's very well balanced when it comes to flipping. I love it. I think it's super cute too. I want to get Nova one. Me and Nova already have matching knives. That's another one of the knives that is currently with the other knives. It's my huge 3D printed version of this. It's just a little bit bigger than this, is what she said. But this is a serious $150. LDY Frank, I believe this was 112 or 120, but trust me when I tell you it's a very good knife. You're not going to disappoint yourself when you purchase one of these. That price is worth it, in my opinion. Some of these knives, like I said, are like $500 just out the gate. So if you want a very reliable, I haven't had to do anything to this knife. It's got amazing tolerances. It's a sandwich construction that flips like a, I think they call them Chanwich, like a channel sandwich combo, but it's very well done. A lot of the new, what's it called? Sorry that I say that too. That's like a tick that I have when I can't think of something on the timing that I'd like it to be. I'm just trying to be honest with y'all. I'm so vulnerable. I forgot what I was talking. Oh, on the Tsunamis by Squid Industries Tsunamis, and I don't know if it'll make out on here, but I will. See that line down the middle? That just means a sandwich means it's two pieces. Another good example is the beautiful, beautiful Cygnus, Cygnussy, as the boys call it. damn it, that would have been a nice little twist at the end if I would have gotten it right. Oh, daddy. Hell yeah. Flip that shit, huh? And again, that's a preference thing when it comes to channels sandwich. This is a solid piece of handle, and then it mills out a channel, making it a channel handle versus a sandwich. And just because you can see through doesn't make it a sandwich. There's a lot of, sometimes they call it, dude, I'm just dumb today. I smoked and that probably didn't help any, but they'll take out material to lighten the handles, speed channels. And they do that for that reason alone. For people that flip competition wise, or they have YouTubes or something like that, it's so they can have a lighter blade to make it easier for them. And again, that's a preference thing. This is one of the best sounding knives I've ever had. The first one that just I fell in love with was the Squiddy Al instead of the Frank. It was the little all dude. Mine was aluminum, just like this is. This is the Kite AL, meaning it's got an aluminum set of handles and a steel blade. Really good steel. It's super sharp. It is a phenomenal knife, man. I would recommend them because these are what I would consider a budget buy. You can get one of these for under $100, I believe. No, not under, just over. I think it's like 100 and no, maybe they're like $80. Depending on what you want. If you want a trainer that sounds just like this, then you can hear it down the street. That's so loud. I love it, but it sounds really good, dude. Like, I enjoy knives like that because I can hear the consistency, the quality, and I can see the quality. That's a good feeling as a consumer. There's no way you buy something and you're like, it sounds like money, and that doesn't just get you excited. Yes, I flip sharp knives because I have problems. That's just kind of a funny way to think about it, or say it for that matter. Um, yeah. And I try to give you guys advice on life because I'm 35 and I have a predominantly younger audience. Doesn't mean that I'm telling you that if you don't take my advice, you're going to fail. Because I've failed quite a lot in life and I'm still bound to fail more times. It's inevitable. That's how we learn. Our best self has to prosper through the hardest times. And that's, ooh, Jesus. My Lord and Savior. He is the man and I do fear him. I'm not sure what the fuck just happened, but I didn't like that one bit. Didn't like that one bit. That happened to me, I think, yesterday, too. If it happens again, guys, I'm just going to call it, but till the wheels fall off. You already knew. You already knew. For you guys, I'm also going to flip this because it sucks. I hate it, but it's a big chunk. I've always wondered why these knives are illegal in most places. I think it's because of how fast that you can get them open. You know? It's really just that simple. And they're intimidating. I think that's the thing. Like, when you see, like, old school movies and they're like, they got the comb, which I have, honestly. I'll get it. Right here, don't you panic. I shouldn't be this excited to show you guys my Amazon. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's excellent. I love this comb. I do. This is my everyday use comb. I've had this since before my daughter was born. And I believe it's still being sold on Amazon. I don't know if there's a specific brand. It does have tang pins, which just means little pins in the handle versus having pins in the handles versus the blade to stop the blade from hitting or not hitting. Will he get it? We'll see. Yeah, one more game. Dang it, one more time. Come on, we got this. They're not gonna. Can't win them all. You just can't. If you did, you wouldn't be losing, because losing what builds character, and winning's what makes you keep it. You know what I'm saying? LDY Aquatic, great knife, made by pirates. It's not, but that'd be a really cool backstory. In collaboration with YK Studios, which I don't know what that is. I would assume it's like maybe a customization thing. I got this out of like a luck lot, so you just get whatever they have. And I don't know if it's because they're blemished or, you know, they just already made what they needed to for it, so they're giving them out at a discount, but amazing knife. Oh. It's a little bit heavier than most, but it's, oh God, ooh, that was close. It's got a sweet spot in my heart, only because I think they stopped making these, but even before then, just the nastiness of like this, oh, it's a monster knife. It really is. Woo! Did I get me? I did, but not bad. We still gonna flip. See? The blade definitely poked me, but I don't know where. Alright, friends, fam. Oh, I am bleeding, see? If you watch the live, you'll see me that I just stabbed myself. It's a little baby one, just a tip. I am going to stop the live because for some reason YouTube keeps kicking me off. It might be a lack of storage on my device or what. But I love you guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button. It helps out. And a lot of times people will watch my videos. I get 1,000 views, 0 likes. So, I bleed for you. At very, very minimum, I'll bleed for you. I'm trying to be more consistent about my posting, but I do give you guys the ins and outs of knives while I'm flipping, trying not to cut myself. Risking it all, live on this platform for your guys to see it, and girls, all your Sheilas out there, and I'm a goof, you know. But I love you guys. Make somebody laugh, stay dangerous, stay sharp, okay? Subscribe if you haven't, because that's the main thing. I want to keep seeing y'all. You guys are my family.